Hi guys, in this video we will discuss about a film called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This latest film from Marvel tells the story of a boy named Shang-Chi who has to face his past after years of running away and avoiding. You guys are curious, right? Same storyline, but before entering the story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and turn on the bell guys. Without further ado, let's go straight to the story. The film begins with the legend of the Ten Rings that was shown thousands of years ago. It is said that the owner of the Ten Rings will have extraordinary power and become immortal. A man named Wenwu was a lucky man who managed to collect 10 rings over thousands of years. Wenwu created an organization called 10 Rings containing soldiers from various parts of the world to carry out rebellions and gain wealth until finally in 1996 Wenwu became interested in a village called Tallow Village. Tallow Village is known to harbor various mythical creatures and ancient magic. Without wasting time, Wenwu and his men immediately went to investigate the village. Unexpectedly, this sacred Tallow Village is heavily guarded. This can be seen from the condition of the forest around the village, which is shaped like a maze that can even hit anyone who tries to break through. As a result, the car Wenwu is riding in on the way had an accident and fell off a cliff. Wenwu, who survived, still did not give up.
He decided to explore the forest alone. After walking for a while, he met the guard of Tallow Village, named Ying Li, with 10 rings in his hand. Wenwu was confident he could beat Ying Li easily. But in fact, those assigned as village guards are not without reason. He was a very formidable warrior, so that for the first time Wenwu was defeated unexpectedly. That also made Wenwu captivated by the beauty and strength of Ying Li. Because of their love, it turned out that they did not get the blessing of the village elder. Ying Li was forced to leave his homeland and live a normal life with Wenwu. Not only that, Wenwu was also willing to give up his 10 rings in his organization so that he and Ying Li could live in peace. From that marriage they were blessed with 2 children, namely Shang-Chi and Xialing. One day, Ying Li told about a dragon from Tallow Village who had given him strength. After that, he also gave a necklace to Shang-Chi and Xialing as a gift. She also advised that whenever Shang-Chi felt lost, then the necklace would lead the way for him. The small family lived happily and peacefully, until one day a group After successfully defeating several people, a mysterious man sitting in the back seat suddenly got up and immediately took out a weapon from his hand. From the appearance of the man, Shang-Chi knew very well that they were part of the 10 rings sent by his father. Therefore Shang-Chi was trying to beat them all with the help of Katie. Katie ran towards the bus wheel and followed the plan of Shang-Chi. Thanks to their cooperation, Shang-Chi and Katie also managed to defeat the members of the 10 rings, but unfortunately, without realizing it, the members of the 10 rings managed to snatch the necklace from Shang-Chi. After that incident, Shang-Chi and Katie immediately rushed to Macau to look for Xialing, Shang-Chi's sister, because the same necklace was also owned by his sister, so Shang-Chi thought that his sister must also be in danger. Long story short, Shang-Chi and Katie arrived in Macau. Once there, they immediately rushed to his sister's place. Xialing set up a fair there. Shang-Chi was forced to compete against Xialing. Why is that so? In the past, when Shang-Chi left the house, he had promised to come back in 3 days. But in fact he ran away and left Xialing with their father. It also made Xialing angry at her brother for leaving her. After the fight, Shang-Chi told him what had happened to him. However, Xialing asked him not to worry, because he could take care of himself. And sure enough, at that moment, a group of 10 rings came to attack the place. Xialing and his men immediately rushed to escape through the emergency exit, while Shang-Chi and Katie were forced to pass through the cliff. When Shang-Chi, against tethering skating members who can't even fight, can only surrender when his body almost fell from a height, but luckily Xialing swiftly caught Katie's body. Although initially the fight between the two camps was quite balanced, but in the end Wenwu came to that place and immediately stopped the fight. After that, Shang-Chi, Xialing and Katie were immediately taken to the 10 Rings headquarters. Arriving at the headquarters, Shang-Chi and the others had dinner together. Since the death of his wife, Wenwu is known to have rediscovered the story of the Talai village. From his research, he found that in the village of Talo there is a mysterious gate. Wenwu confessed that lately he had been hearing Li's voice, asking him to free him from the gate. Well, because Shang-Chi and Xialing didn't believe in his father's words, Wenwu also showed evidence by using the tool necklaces and the dragon statue. After putting the 2 necklaces in the dragon's eye, a torrent of water suddenly appeared and formed a map of the location of the mysterious gate. So here it is. The reason why Wenwu returned to gather his children was so that they could help him, but still Shang-Chi and Xialing still don't agree with his father's plan, because after all they don't want to fight against Talo village, the village of his mother's birth. Because of their stubbornness, they were all finally put in prison. They began to plan something so that they could reach the village of Talo earlier than their father. Luckily, in that prison they met a man named Trevor, who claimed to be able to communicate with an animal from Talo village. So, with the direction of the animal, they finally went straight to Talo village. They passed through the labyrinth forest until they arrived at the gate of Talo village. After passing through a waterfall with a dimensional portal, they finally made it to the village. Tallow Village is filled with mythological creatures who have been there for centuries. There, Shang-Chi and others are welcomed by the villagers, especially their mother's older sister named Aunt Nan. After that, Nan also told about the Gate of Evil that was previously talked about by Shang-Chi's father. The gate is actually a prison for ancient mythological creatures who are very cruel and intend to destroy the universe. Well, the residents of Tallow are the chosen people who are trusted to guard the gate, but now that Shang-Chi's father has been influenced by the creature, thereby pretending to be Ying Li, the creature knows that with the power of 10 rings, Shang-Chi's father can surely free it. For that, Aunt Nan asked them all to be alert and stop Shang-Chi's father, because they know that their children will surely come to the village of Tallow. So before leaving the village, Li had time to leave something for them. Ying Li's gift for her children turned out to be a pair of traditional Tallow Village clothes. Before the war started, Shang-Chi, Xialing, and Katie also practiced martial arts in the style of Tallow Village. The next day, 10 rings in Wenwu's group arrived at Tallow Village. Not wanting to waste time, Wenwu immediately ordered his men to fight in the war. Shang-Chi had to deal directly with his father. He was disappointed that the son he was training with was now using his powers to kill him. This made Wenwu very angry and immediately attacked the Shang-Chi with his 10 rings. Because of that, Shang-Chi was thrown into the lake and eventually drowned. After defeating his son, Wenwu walked over to the Gate of Darkness and immediately destroyed the gate. One by one, the soul-sucking birds began to free themselves, before another terrible creature came out. Aunt Nan instructed the 10 Rings members to unite with them. After seeing the ferocity of the birds, the 10 Rings members finally decided to join the Tallow Village troops. The soul-sucking birds began to multiply. They had human souls to give to the creatures inside the gate, where if the creature gets more souls, then the creature becomes stronger. While Shang-Chi, who was drowning in the lake, suddenly remembered his mother's stories when he was little. His mother used to tell stories about the dragons of Tallow Village, which were part of Shang-Chi. It also succeeded in making Shang-Chi aware and immediately approached by the dragon of Tallow Village. As a result, the Shang-Chi climbed onto the dragon Tallow's back and immediately rose to the surface with its power. The dragon ate the soul-sucking birds ferociously. After that, Shang-Chi went to stop his father. The fight between the two was unavoidable. In this battle, Shang-Chi realized that he could actually control the attacks of the 10 Rings. After the war, Shang-Chi and the others also performed a procession of respect for the people who died in the war. So that's it, guys, the storyline of Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. Hope you guys like the storyline. Thank you very much for watching. Don't see you in the next storyline. Bye.